Shivratri today or tomorrow? Today, okay? Because somewhere they say also tomorrow. Whatever it is, today and tomorrow, both auspicious day. Because as Vaishnavas, we just need an opportunity to glorify the Lord and to chant the names of the Lord, right? So because when I googled, then Google Devta said it is tomorrow. Eh? Tomorrow they gave timing also. I'm like, okay. So I... Huh? Generally it gave timing. So because I generally every year I visit Shri Jagannath Puri Dham for Rath Yatra, and so that is in Jagannath Puri, but the flight lands in Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar has the airport, international as well as domestic airport. So first we go to Bhubaneswar. Then in Bhubaneswar there is the most famous temple of Lingaraj. Lingaraj. So 12 Jyotirling ke upar jo Lingaraj, that is present in Bhubaneswar. So before we go to Lord Jagannath's darshan, we take darshan of Shivji, there, Lingaraj. So there is a Pandit that he knows me. So every year he expects me to come, and then he does nice elaborate puja. And we also get to serve a Brahmana. So he will do nice puja. So he called me 3 days back from Bhubaneswar, night 10:30 call came. Then I saw his call, then I took it. And then I said, yes Prabhuji, what happened? And he said, अभी महाशिवरात्रि आ रहा है, आपके नाम से पूजा होगा, आप अपना नाम गोत्र सब भेज दीजिए फिर से. So then I again sent it. So then I asked him, where is Shivratri? Then he said, Saturday. So he's going to do it on Saturday at Lingaraj temple. So yes. So that is why I asked. But then some people also say it is today. So that is okay. So today being the most auspicious day of Mahashivratri, so there is no prizes for guessing that today's topic will be on Shivji. Okay. Let me just get to that. So many people are happy here that we are going to discuss on Shivji. Many people are smiling also. Yes. Om Namah Shivaya. So question to you. So Mahashivratri, people say that, before I come to the question, Mahashivratri. So Mahashivratri, it is said that it is the most auspicious occasion of the marriage of Shiva and Parvati. That is one reason. And second reason, people also give that during this time, Shivji also did the Tandav dance, and the destruction also happened. Okay. Or koi reason hai Mahashivratri ka? Anyone knows else? Any other reason? What is Mahashivratri? चंद्रमा को क्या शीश पे धारण किया. अच्छा, okay. One more reason, that yes, as you see in the photo, there is Chandrama on the शीश पे धारण. Okay, all right. So that is the reason. So but anyway, whatever the reason, we will glorify Lord. So now question to you: is Shivji God? Yes or no? How many people say yes? Please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some hands are slightly coming up. 7.5. Half and half, 8. Okay, full now, 9. Okay. How? Okay. Okay. Then question again. How many people say Shivji is not God? अभी जिन्होंने हाथ खड़ा नहीं किया वो खड़ा करना मांगते हैं ना अभी. हाँ? You have to. You can't be in both the boats. शिवजी इज नॉट गॉड. पीछे से भी आ रहा है. अच्छा. सो नाउ आई विल आस्क अ क्वेश्चन. मिल्क एंड कर्ड, दूध और दही, इज मिल्क इक्वल टू कर्ड? हाउ मेनी पीपल से यस? यू हैव टू पार्टिसिपेट मैन. हाउ मेनी पीपल? इज मिल्क इक्वल टू कर्ड? नो. बट कर्ड इज मेड फ्रॉम मिल्क. प्रोसेस में लाना पड़ता है. बट कर्ड हैज मिल्क इन इट ना. मिल्क के बिना तो कर्ड नहीं होएगा फिर. ओके, उल्टा पूछता. इज कर्ड इज इक्वल टू मिल्क? अभी तो हाथ खड़ा करो. नहीं, बट मिल्क के सिवा तो दही नहीं बनेगा. एंड विदाउट, बट मिल्क इज बोट. हाँ. So what happens is in Brahma Samhita is all the glorifications given by Lord Brahma ji for Lord Krishna. तो ब्रह्म संहिता के कई सारे वर्सेस हैं और उन वर्सेस में ब्रह्मा जी एक्सप्लेन करते शिव जी के बारे में. ओके, एंड सो वी आर जस्ट गोइंग बिकॉज ब्रह्म संहिता इज a big text, so we are just reading this 1.5.45. Brahma Samhita actually is made up of hundreds of chapters. Brahma Samhita is made up of hundreds of chapters, but our entire Vedic library was destroyed by the Athankwadis or Mughals or whoever came at that time, है ना. So there was Nalanda University and there's a huge library up in the north in Jammu Kashmir somewhere that side. And it is said that when the library was destroyed, it kept on burning for months on. Itna sara literature tha. Okay, so anyway, whatever was saved, and one chapter of the Brahma Samhita was saved somewhere in South India, which Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he found it. Okay, so what we are reading is only that one chapter from the Brahma Samhita. Okay, and out of that one shloka we are reciting. Shriram yatha dadi vikara vishesha yogat sanjayate nahi tatha prathak asti heto ya shambhutam api tatha samupaiti karyad govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So ये श्रीराम लिखा है ना, शीर, ये शीर फर्स्ट वर्ड, दैट फर्स्ट वर्ड इज मिल्क एंड द थर्ड वर्ड दधी इज योगर्ट. सो ब्रह्मा जी इज एक्सप्लेनिंग अबाउट शंभुतम, ये शंभु लिखा है थर्ड लाइन में, थर्ड लाइन शंभु, दैट इज भगवान शिव. ओके, सो इज एक्सप्लेनिंग अबाउट हिम. सो फॉर मेकिंग कर्ड और मेकिंग दही you need milk. So when you agitate the milk by putting in, let's say, a drop of lemon or a drop of culture, then the agitation starts, and then eventually over a period of time that milk will become dahi. So yes, dahi has the qualities of milk. It is both yes and no. Both yes and no. Okay, so this so maybe we should read, can you read that, 1 minute, can you please read this translation? Yeah.
Just as milk is transformed into curd by the action of passage, but yet the effect curd is neither same as nor different from its cause, which milk. So I adore the primal Lord Govinda, of whom the state of Shambhu is a transformation for the performance of the work of destruction.
Thank you. Prabhuji, what is your name?
God.
Yes. So Brahma ji is saying, I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom the state of Shambhu is a transformation. So as we had done in our previous many lectures, we see that Krishna is at the very top in the scheme of things. Okay, when we look at the spiritual world, then Krishna is there, and then Krishna then expands into, we had an acronym to remember this. Krishna then expands himself into the first quadruple expansion, V-SAP. V for Vasudev, S for Sankarshan, A for Aniruddha, P for Pradyumna. Okay, then out of this first quadruple expansion, then from Vasudev Sankarshan, from that second Sankarshan, one more quadruple expansion happens, Vasudev Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and this way it keeps on happening, and then eventually it comes to Mahavishnu, है ना. Then after Mahavishnu is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Who is Mahavishnu? Mahavishnu is lying in the causal ocean, and from him many universes are emanating. Correct? And then Mahavishnu enters into each universe as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, from whose navel Brahma ji comes. Okay, and then he creates the universe. एक ब्रह्मांड के अंदर की बात हो रही है अभी, within one universe. Then he creates the universe, and then this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu then expands further into Shirodakshaya Vishnu and enters each living entity each atomic particle, कण कण में जाते हैं भगवान, बोलते हैं ना ऐसा. So Krishna expands himself into various Vishnus. So here Brahmaji is saying in the third line, यह शंभुताम अपि तथा समुपैति कार्यात. कार्यात मतलब एक काम करने के लिए, for doing a specific activity, Krishna through his various channels expansions, one of the expansion is Shambhu. So Lord Shiva is an expansion of Krishna. I'm directly coming to a very technical point, okay? So here we are going to study today into a bit of technical terms. So when you get out of here today, the person who is saying outside Jai Bhole Baba or something, you will have a very higher understanding of what Shivji is. Okay? So ये किसने बोला है? मैंने नहीं बोला है. This is said by Lord Brahma himself. कि ऐसे this, the Lord who transforms himself into Shambhu to get a specific work done of destruction. That Lord I pray. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Okay. So now to understand all of these things, it's very technical. Sometimes ज़्यादा load हो जाएगा दिमाग पे, है ना? But then we will try to simplify it. So I'm going to introduce a word called as Tattva. Tattva is a principle or truth. ठीक है? Truth. So we are going to have, so there are different types of Tattva. Okay? इसको निकला नहीं मैं. So तत्व में so one is the Jiva Tattva, okay? One is the Jiva Tattva. Jiva Tattva is all of us, living entities. Living entities as well as who are the higher living entities? कौन है? Demigods. Demigods are Prabhu ji, can we switch on this aircon, जो भी है, whatever it is? Yeah, I think it was started, but then it somehow switched off. So it is getting bit. So we are discussing about first entities, Jiva Tattva, living entities and Devatas. Okay. So as I said, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu, then Brahma ji creates 84 lakh yonis. He does various types of bodies are there. Okay, 84 lakh yoni mein Devi Devata is also there, and we are also there. Jalajanav Lakshani, Sthavara Laksha Vimshati, Pakshinam Dashalakshanam. Remember all of that? It is coming to you? Yes. So these are the living entities. Is Brahma a living entity? Living entity मतलब कि जीव तत्व. So we are talking about tattva. We are all जीव तत्व ऐसा. Then comes Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, and then his expansion was Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudev, and then the various avatars that we see. Ram avatar है, and then Narsimha avatar है. और कौन है? हाँ, वामन है, वरा है, yes, मत्स्य अवतार है. So all these avatars. So these are all Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu Tattva. Okay? Krishna and all his avatars. Okay? So Jiva Tattva hai and Vishnu Tattva. But Shivji, is he Jiva Tattva? No. Is he Vishnu Tattva? No. He is different. Shivji has a special category, and his category is Shiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva is different than we as general living entities. If we say Shivji is Jiva Tattva, तो हम और सेम कैटेगरी हो गए ना फिर तो, है ना? फिर तो हम बोलेंगे हम भी शिवजी है. But that is not the case. Now demigods also fall in our category, but demigods have higher power. They have a special body which has higher power. That's why they can do certain things. Okay, but Vishnu Tattva is also not equal to Shiva Tattva. Okay, so now we will see the the difference कि क्या है इसका. बहुत फास्ट हो गया. So how many types tattvas we discussed? Jiva tattva, Vishnu tattva, Shiva tattva. So Shivji is between Vishnu tattva and Jiva tattva. Vishnu tattva is the topmost. Uske baad second is Shiva tattva. Shivji comes after Vishnu in terms of the entire scheme of things, and we will see what's the subtle difference. And then after that, Jivatma, you and me. Okay. Now there is one more tattva which is called as a Shakti tattva. Okay. Fourth is the Shakti tattva. Shakti tattva is from the, like Vishnu tattva and all the other tattvas come from Krishna, but Shakti tattva origination starts from Radharani. Adisha. So Radharani and then all the gopis in the Vraja, they come under Shakti tattva. Gopis hai, then Lakshmis hai, all the Lakshmis in the Vaikuntha planets. Okay. And then in the material world also Durga Devi. Durga Devi is a shadow expansion of one of the expansions of Radharani. Okay. Aise. So Shakti tattva. So how many? 4 tattvas. You must remember this when we go out of this class. Okay. This information may not be available outside. So what is the subtle difference between these especially the 3 tattvas? Vishnu tattva, then Shiva tattva, and Jiva tattva. That we will see. Okay. So Lord Krishna, how many qualities does he has? He has unlimited qualities, but Pradhan 64 qualities. Important if we had to note down, then for our material brain perspective, there are 64 qualities. Okay. So Krishna and so I had to fit all of this, so it is very, very small. Sorry for that, but it is what it is. So out of these 64 qualities, all of these 64 important qualities are present in full in Krishna. Okay. Sometimes we may, for example, we may say ki Gaurav is an intelligent person, for example. But then we can't say 100% intelligent, because then there will be somebody who is more intelligent than him, and then there will be somebody more who is more intelligent than him. So we can't quantify. But in Krishna's case, he has all the qualities in full. Okay. I say. So the difference between so Vishnu tattva, the difference between Krishna and Vishnu, the first expansion, Garbhodakshay, Shirodakshay, wo sab Vishnus hai na. Okay, so let's quickly go ahead and see this. ये फोटो में ना ऊपर में what is at the topmost is the Goloka Vrindavan. Then just below that is the Ayodhya Dham, the small circle Ayodhya Dham, that Prabhu Shri Ram Chandra and all the Darbar is there. And then below that there are various Vaikuntha planets, Vaikuntha Loka. Okay. So Ayodhya Dham is also the topmost category. And then there is this Vaikuntha Loka. And below Vaikuntha Loka, you will see Kailash. सबसे नीचे में लास्ट में there is Kailash. That is where so up till Kailash is all spiritual world. And after Kailash there is a Viraja river. Then there is a Brahman Viraja river. And then after that starts the material world where you and me are living. Okay. I say. So now what we are saying is Krishna is at the topmost, and then there are the Vaikuntha planets, Vishnu. So between Krishna has 64 main qualities, and then Vishnu qualities are reduced. Okay, thoda sa reduce ho jaake it becomes 60 qualities. Vishnu tattvas have 60 main qualities, but not in the complete full potency as Krishna. Thoda sa kam ho jata hai uske andar. So now the qualities that Krishna has, that difference of 4. I'm just trying to get where did I write that difference of 4. I'm trying to expand this because even I am reading from it. So Krishna can do variety of pastimes. Okay. And then Krishna is always surrounded by his devotees. So when we say Krishna can do variety of pastimes, like for Vishnu Tattva, have you ever seen Vishnu ji chote the, then he became big, and he started crawling around? No. Vishnu ji we are directly seeing in the big form. So pastimes nahi hai, in terms of the Leela pastimes, aise. So Krishna is always surrounded by devotees. Vishnu ji is also surrounded by his own devotees, but it's mostly Lakshmi and others. But Krishna has the Gopas, Sakhis, everyone in a bhav form, they are there. Then the third, black may I am reading, the four things in the black. Na? He attracts universe with his flute. Vishnu doesn't have a flute. Vishnu is in Chaturbhuj form, Shankha Padma Gada Pushpa. Okay? He is more in a royal form. Krishna is with a flute. He is in a romantic form. He is in a bhava form. So with his flute, Krishna can attract anyone. What is the last one given here? Excellence of beauty. Krishna is of course Vishnu is beautiful, but Krishna's beauty is unfathomable, paramount. No one can defeat Krishna in beauty. Okay? Acha. Inconceivable potential. Okay, so that is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu, four qualities. Then comes, so now let's discuss Jiva Tattva. Jiva Tattvas have 50 qualities. So yellow mein dibba hai na, 50 qualities. Various qualities are there in Jiva Tattva, but we may not have in 100%. We have only some percentage. Okay, of this quality. Yes. So Shiva Tattva is between Vishnu Tattva and Jiva Tattva. Vishnu has 60. Shivji may not have 60. He has 55 qualities. But 5 more than Jiva. But the 50 qualities that Jivas have, Shivji has in more quantity. Correct? Qualities तो सबके पास है, थोड़ा है. But Shivji has, in terms of percentage, it is more. Plus 5 more. ये रेड में क्या लिखा है इधर बाद में? Yes, so these red qualities are that of Shivji, extra में. And Shivji से ऊपर Vishnu ji has this quality. So the difference between Shiva Tattva and Vishnu Tattva is this green color are all present in Vishnu Tattva. Okay, so this is a very technical difference. Okay, so when you go outside, then you know the tattvas of what happens. Okay, so when we discuss these qualities here, so this in Kailash there is Sadashiv. Okay, Sadashiv is not Shiv, Sadashiv. The full name is Sadashiv. So Sadashiv is an expansion of Sankarshan. So when Krishna expands himself, this is all given in the Srimad Bhagavatam, how the expansion happens, and that is why we need to read our scriptures. So when Krishna expands himself into Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshan hai na, that Sankarshan further expands, and then from one of that expansion comes Sadashiv. So Sadashiv is staying in this Kailash Dham. Okay? ऐसे. Clear so far? Shiva Tattva is between, what are the four tattvas? ऊपर से try, from the top bottom. Vishnu Tattva, first is Krishna, there is no Tattva for him because he is whole and soul. Then comes, then first Tattva is Vishnu Tattva, Shiva Tattva, Jiva Tattva, and then Shakti Tattva. Yes, correct. Shakti Tattva. ऐसे. So, come on. So Krishna has 64, all 64. Vishnu has 60. The difference, initial days we said difference between Krishna and Vishnu is Krishna when he comes to office. When he comes to office, then he wears the boss hat. When he is at home, then his mother can also go and slap him कि आज late क्यों आया, right? But when he is in office, then everyone salutes him. So Vishnu is in that kind of form. Okay, ऐसे. All right. So Yes, Krishna can attract all living entities all over the universe by playing his flute. So these are the four things. Okay, all right. You can take photo if you want to. Then you can see. Then Shiva Tattva we have discussed. Okay, 55 qualities है Shiva Tattva में. There is a typo here, not 54. 55 qualities. 54 की 4 box है कि 5 boxes थे उधर. हाँ, then 54. Yeah. No, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. 55. Okay. So you see how the percentage is reducing. Okay. ऐसे. All right. Now, we will see some things from the... So, okay, before we go here. So, Shivji is the father and mother. Shivji is the father, and then we say Durga ji or Amba ji is the mother of this universe. True or false? When I ask true or false, everyone is hypnotized. Nobody is answering. Shivji is father and Durga ji or Parvati ji is the mother. Many people say outside, Shivji pita hai hamare. And then we ISKCON people say, oh, Krishna is topmost. So how do you understand? True or false? Shivji is father and... False. How many people say false? Thoda sa awaaz hai. 1, 2, 3. That means rest everyone is agreeing. Shivji is... Huh? Okay. So, but because then the question arises na, in our Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says na, Aham bija prajapita. Sarva yonishu kaunteya, and then it's Aham bija prajapita. That of these 84-84 lakh yonis, I am the seed giving father. मैं सबका बाप हूँ. Clear बोल रहे हैं ना. So how do we understand that? So Vishnu Tattva never comes in direct contact with material nature. So we have seen that photo behind, right? So there is Sadashiv, and then after that the material world starts with the Brahman and the Viraj river, and then material world starts. So Vishnu Tattva directly doesn't come into contact with material nature. We are in contact with material nature, है ना? हम लोग जीव तत्व है. So when Vishnu expands himself into Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and then the material universes are created. So initially everything is dormant, okay? There is no life. Then Vishnu, he glances at the Pradhan. Pradhan is the material using which the universe is made, if you so like. So he glances at the Pradhan and it agitates that Pradhan, and he then implants the jivas into the Pradhan, the material world. What is the material world? Who is the mother of material world? Durga ji. So when Vishnu ji glances at this Pradhan or this material energy and impregnates it with various jivas, then the universes start populating. So that glance of Vishnu on Durga is through the agency of Shivji. That glance is called as Shambhu. तो शिव जी का एक नाम शंभू भी है, और ये शंभू नाम हाउ इट केम, दैट ग्लांस इज कॉल्ड शंभू. सो विष्णु तत्व इज ऑलवेज is a Shuddha Sattva. It is always pure. It will never come into contact with material nature. So Krishna expands himself into Sadashiv. Sadashiv further expands himself into Krishna then further expands himself into Shambhu. So through the agency of Shambhu, so Shambhu is the father, Durga ji is the mother. Together they create the 84 lakh yoni. Brahma ji gives the structure. हाँ क्या बोले आप आनंद जी? पावर दिए, स्ट्रक्चर दिए, बट द जीवास आर ऑलरेडी देयर. आत्माएं तो पहले से ही थी. दैट यूनिवर्स वॉज डॉर्मेंट. देन विष्णु जी impregnates all the atmas into the material universe. So we all came that, but we came through the agency of Shambhu. So in that sense, Shambhu ji is the father, Shiv ji is our father, Durga ji is our mother. It is correct. Yes and no. Because Shambhu ji is the representative of Krishna. उनका ग्लांस शंभु बना ना. So Krishna says, Aham bija prajapita. That also holds true. In fact, that is the truth. But for this universe, that Shambhu that is there, he is our father in one sense. Some people say Brahmaji is also father. Yes, Brahmaji is also father. He has given these 84 lakh different bodies. ये सब बॉडी उन्होंने ही बनाया कि कैसे रहेगा, कौन रहेगा. जिराफ will have a big neck, camel will have a hump, the cow will have a hump, ऐसे. So that has been decided by Brahma. So various people are involved in the making of universe. अभी तक समझ में आ रहा है शंभू ना जैसे लोग बोलते हैं बाहर. Now you will know what Shambhu is. You will appreciate the power of Sanatan Dharma. So much information given in all the scriptures. While I was preparing this, I was like today fully meditating on Shivji. Ki kya wow. So hearing in lectures is different, and then when you are preparing, then you are getting the notes and everything. You are writing everything down to say what I am going to say. So Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So Brahmaji, when you have to create something, Brahmaji comes into picture. So Brahmaji is in the mode of, for creating something. Let's say I want to do a business, create karna hai from scratch. I need to be in a passionate mode, continuous. I have to think, kaisa karna hai, kya karna hai, where to get this capital from, where to get the resources from. So to continuously keep on thinking. So that is a passionate mode. So Brahmaji is characterized by the mode of passion because he has to create. Then some things which are created also need to be destroyed. So when it is destruction, then Shivji comes into picture. Rudra comes into picture. So create for destruction, it is mostly in the mode of ignorance. What do we call that in Sanskrit? Tamasic. And then the mode of passion, goodness and ignorance. What is called? 3 names? Sattvic is kya? Goodness. The Rajasic is passionate. And Tamasic is ignorance. So these 3 modes. So these Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they each relate to one of these 3. So Brahmaji is in the mode of passion. Shivji will govern the mode of ignorance. It doesn't mean that Shivji is himself in the mode of ignorance. No, he manages that mode, okay? Because he has to go through a destruction process, and then there are various things that are happening, okay? And then Vishnuji is in the mode of goodness. How do you remember this? Let's say, for example, one of our Maharaj gave the lecture, and I remembered this example that he gave very nicely. He says, marriage. Doing a marriage, easy. Brahma, he creates something. Doing a marriage is easy. Breaking the marriage is much more easier. But maintaining that marriage for years, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. So, to maintain something, one has to be in a mode of goodness. Steady rahega tohi. And that's why the Lord himself takes this capability, and the Lord himself comes as Vishnu to maintain this universe. Maintaining is very difficult. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So when we talk about Mahesh, this Shivji is again an expansion of expansion, okay? So this, why is it said in the mode of ignorance? Because then there are certain of these 84 lakh yonis. Some yonis are in mode of goodness, some are in mode of passion, and some are in ignorance, okay? And then there is a mixture of all 3, okay? But mostly these Bhoot, Pishach, Brahma Rakshas, these are also part of the 84 lakh species of life. So who takes care of them? Shivji takes care of them. So anyone, that accident case, suicide case, those Atmas who don't get the next body, they become Bhoot, they become Pishach, they are just hunting, waiting around for the next body. Then somebody has to show some passion. उनका तो कोई ख्याल रखने वाला होना चाहिए ना. तो Shivji is given that thing. So that is why he is always in the Smashan Bhumi. There is cheetahs burning, and then the Smashan Rak is going everywhere. So you may see that his body has all the ashes from the Smashan Bhumi. So Shivji and his Anuyayis, Shivji and his followers, then they will take care of these people, Bhoot, Pishach, Rakshas and things like that. I say. So that doesn't mean Shivaji is in the mode of ignorance. He has a much more important responsibility. It is like in a classroom in a school when there are these duffer boys, then the principal will allocate the best teacher कि तुम ही इनको पढ़ा सकते हो, तुम इनको पढ़ाओ, है ना? That's why the Lord has given this special task to Shivaji. So that is why when we do something at wrong times, when people conceive at wrong times, then Shivaji in the evening and all, then it is said that then he will give these jivas an opportunity to get into a right body. So all these bhoot, pishach, pret, they are looking after a body, and then Shivaji and his associates will play a role in this. Okay, ऐसे. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Shivaji also plays a role in the destruction of the universe. That is when he does the Nataraj form, and his Damru will play, dum dum dama dum, and then the destruction of the universe will happen. So destruction of the universe happens as we discussed in the time factor. When we discuss the time factor, then at the end of every Brahma's day, a partial annihilation, partial destruction will happen, wherein the top 3 planets, except the top 3 planets, other planets are destroyed. And then again for the Brahmas, one night we will wait, and then again they will come back to, again the creation will take place. And then at the end of Brahma's life, 311 trillion point something years, full destruction will happen. Okay, so Shivaji will play a role in that, in the form of destroying the thing. Okay, so important roles, very important things that Shivaji is doing. So till now what we have learnt about Shivaji, can we summarize quickly? Yeah, 55 qualities. Yeah.
He is the Shambhu energy of Vishnu.
Yes, one. Yes. Or koi? So he has 55 qualities, which is so basically Shivaji, the Shiva Tattva. Shivaji has his own character, own Tattva. We can't take that Tattva. We can't qualify to become Shivaji. We can qualify to become Brahmaji, but we can't qualify to. The Shiva Tattva is different. Okay. So okay. Yes. And then or kya? What did we learn? What did we learn so far about Shivaji? If you are going to speak, you can raise your hand. That way I know. Bolo. He is the father in the material world of all the living entities. Why is the father? Because the glance of Vishnu comes through Shambhu. So Shambhu is the father. Who is the mother? Durga Devi. She is encompassed. Her womb is this material universe. Okay, but Krishna is the seed-giving father, because we are part and parcels of Lord Krishna. Okay, so so that is what we are. Okay, all right. And what else? और बोलो. इतना ही था पॉइंट्स शिव जी के बारे में. Sadashiv is the expansion of Sankarshan. And Sankarshan is Balram. Balram is the first expansion of Krishna. So that is how it links. Okay. Now just a caution. When we go outside and there is some Shiv Bhaktas, you don't have to argue with them or do anything. This information is for you to understand, and otherwise it goes into a wrong direction if you are not able to judge their mood and explain properly. And then people will say, ISKCON wale Shivji ko nahi mante. Nahi. It is incorrect. We know exactly correctly where it stands, and that is why we have more respect towards Shivji. And we know what to ask to Shivji. Everyone will go and pray to Shivji today. But when you go and pray to Shivji, that Shivji, please make me a Vaishnava like you. Only 1% I want, please. Then he will say, ye aaya aaj koi. Otherwise people will put milk and everything, but then they don't know what to pray to Shivji. So that is the real prayer. In fact, many of the devotees that I know, many of them have said that they still are Shiv Bhaktas, and they prayed to Shivji to give them the best in life, and after which they came to Krishna consciousness. So many people I know in our congregation and otherwise to outside too. That is how they were Shiv Bhaks. And then when they prayed कि सबसे अच्छा क्या है मेरे लिए वो होने दो, and then that is how they came to Krishna consciousness. So Shivji, also known as Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho, so he is the topmost Vaishnava. Okay. So when we saw in the first photo, Shivji was meditating and he was also chanting. So what was he chanting on? Shivji chants on the name of Prabhu Shri Ram. So we will now see some facts from scriptures with notifications. Okay, so SB stands for Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, chapter number 13, verse number 16. Nimnaganam yatha Ganga Devanam Achuto yatha Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu Purana Nam Idam Tatha. Prabhuji, with the specs, can you please read the translation?
Just as the Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among deities, and Lord Shambhu, Shiva, the greatest of Vaishnavas, so Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all the Puranas.
So it is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Who wrote Srimad Bhagavatam? Srila Vyas ji. व्यास जी के गुरु कौन थे? नारद मुनि. नारद मुनि के गुरु कौन थे? ब्रह्मा जी. Brahma's guru who gave all the information of Brahma? Krishna. So it is clearly said that Shivji is the most important. Vaishnava मतलब क्या? Those who worship Vishnu or Krishna. Vaishnavism है, Shaivism है. Okay? So those who worship Vishnu or Krishna. Okay? Actually there is no difference. But a Vaishnava, topmost quality of Vaishnava is he will consider Shivji to be topmost, above him. Okay? So every time we pass through a Shiva temple, we will say Shivji, Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambho. Okay? And then we will ask, make me a good devotee of Krishna like you. Please send me closer to Krishna. Why? Because only Krishna can give mukti. Shivji can put you on the right track. But nowhere it is mentioned that Shivji has taken you and given mukti कि चलो मैं तुमको मुक्त करा देता हूँ. ऐसा कोई भी आप कहीं पे भी किसी भी स्टोरी में नहीं सुनेंगे. Because that quality of giving liberation is only topmost. But that doesn't mean Shivji is down. In fact, Srila Prabhupada said that anyone who differentiates or says Shivji down hai, Krishna upar hai, they will, it is a pap. Okay? But we need to understand this from a correct scriptural perspective so that we are properly well informed. Okay? And then somebody will say कि चरस गांजा पीते थे शिवजी. Nothing of that sort. He is full time busy 24 hours he is chanting the name of the Lord. चिल्लम लेके बैठते हैं शिवजी के नाम पे. हाँ, ऐसा गलत है ये सब. हाँ, no one does that. शिवजी never did that. So, but then people will do that. Under that guise they will do and they will. Anyway, let's not discuss that. Okay. One more. So in Srimad Bhagavatam chapter, Canto 4, 24 and verse number 76, Mataji, can you read that translation directly?
Although rendering devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and worshipping Him are very difficult, if one vibrates or simply reads this
Stotra.
Composed and sung by me, he will very easily be able to invoke the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Who is Supreme Personality of Godhead? Krishna. So here in this particular verse, Lord Shiva states that if anyone who reads his Rudragit, Rudragit is the glorification of Shiva. So Rudragit, anyone who reads this Rudragit prayers, then he will invoke the mercy of Krishna on him. ऐसे ये इसमें ये बोल रहा है. ओके, रुद्र गीत. मत गीतम लिखा है ना, कहाँ पे, कहाँ लिखा मद गीतम, सेकेंड लाइन में मद गीतम. ओके, भागवत स्तवम ऐसे. सो हरिम लास्ट लाइन में हरिम आराध्या सौ, कि यू विल गेट द मर्सी ऑफ हरि. हरि कौन है? कृष्ण है, विष्णु है, उनका आपको मिलेगा ऐसे. So then we also know that Shivji has saved this world by drinking the halal poison. You know? We all know that when the churning of the milk ocean was happening between the Daitya and Devas and Asuras, at that time the first thing that came out of that Samudra Manthan was halal poison. सबका छुट्टी हो गया उधर ही. People were expecting the Amrit to come. The moment this poison came, अभी क्या करेंगे? Then everyone, no one had that power. Then Shivji came into picture and he did that. Okay, he did that. Why? Because Krishna himself, Vishnu himself had given that option to Devatas, na, ki because you are losing, so you better get that Amrit, you become Amar, and only then you can destroy the Danavas. Okay, and then Krishna also, Vishnu also helped when the churning was happening. That main Mandar Parvat was sinking into the ocean. Then Krishna expanded himself as a tortoise. क्या है? Kurma avatar. And then on the tortoise, because of the strong shell of the tortoise, that mountain got stability. Then that mountain was started moving. Okay, ऐसे. So then all of this Krishna did, and now Vishnu did, and then poison came. So for helping Lord Krishna, he said, I will take the poison. Okay, where is it written? कहाँ पे लिखा है? ये श्रीमद् भागवतम के 8वें स्कंद में 7th chapter verse number 40 ऐसा लिखा है. And Shivji is telling to his wife, somebody may, Shruti, you can read this. My dear
gentle Bhagavani, when one performs benevolent activities for others, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, is very pleased. And when the Lord is pleased, I am also pleased along with all the living creatures. Therefore, let me drink this poison, for all the living entities may thus become happy because of me.
Okay, so this is where it is all given in the scriptures. Then so he drank the halal poison, and then the Lord played when the Amrit came, then the Danavas, they took the Amrit and they went to Patal Loka, and then the Devatas could not get the Amrit back. So again they went to Vishnu, and then Krishna or Vishnu then took the most beautiful form of Mohini Devi. And when Krishna is anyway so beautiful, and when Krishna takes the form of a girl or a lady, young damsel, then can you imagine the beauty? We can't imagine actually. Most beautiful. And when this Mohini came, all the Danavas and all the Devi Devatas were completely, actually even Devatas knew that Vishnu is coming, but after looking at Mohini, they forgot what was the original purpose of doing the Samudra Manthan. They forgot that we have to take that Amrit from Mohini. So then Mohini then revealed, okay, come on now, stand in line quickly and take this Amrit, I am here. So I was looking on the net and then I found this picture. The first picture came, I was short of time, so I quickly took this. You see how it clearly depicts such a beautiful Mohini Devi, and then you also see Shivji there with his Damru on the side, all in line, and Shivji was so much mesmerized by the beauty of Mohini Devi that he just ran after her. So, and that is how one of the qualities of Krishna is most beautiful. And so when Krishna decides to become most beautiful, then the Shiva Tattva is just below Vishnu Tattva. He also can't control, right? So see, Shivji then starts running, and that is how the, then that is how the Jyotirlingas also came, the main Jyotirlingas, okay? So Shivji was running after Mohini Devi. So where is it given? It is given in... okay, so this is something different. Okay, so now yes, so in Bhagavad Gita also, in Bhagavad Gita, this is Arjun says about Krishna, about Shivji. So I'm just finding out instances of where Shivji is mentioned. So when Krishna shows the Virat Roop to Arjun, and then Arjun says, "My dear Lord," somebody can, Mataji, can you read that?
Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities.
I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as the Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents.
So here Arjun says कि मैंने भगवान शिव को भी आपके विराट रूप में देखा है. I have seen शिव जी in the huge विराट रूप. ऐसे. So we have discussed this. Shivji is not in the mode of ignorance himself, but he manages entities in the mode of ignorance and then gives them a speed so that they can progress eventually from one body to another and come to a mode of goodness and start their bhakti. So in Padma Puran, Shivji, Shivji is all the time meditating, and then one day Parvati asks him कि आप ये किसके ऊपर माला जप रहे हो? What are you doing? And then he says this in Padma Puran, there is this verse, Shri Ram Ram Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. So Shivji is constantly taking the holy names of Prabhu Shri Ram. Shri Ram Ram Rameti. Rameti means मैं रम गया हूँ ये भगवान का नाम स्मरण करने में. This is what Shivji is telling to whom? To Mother Parvati कि मनोरमे कि सहस्र नाम तत्तुल्यम राम नाम वरानने. I am very very happy when I take these names of Prabhu Shri Ram. So how do we understand when Prabhu Shri Ram himself came and when he was on the banks of the ocean, then he was also worshipping Shivji. Prabhu Shri Ram ने भी तो शिवजी का पिंड सेतु बनाया और शिवजी की पूजा की. तो हाउ डू वी अंडरस्टैंड कौन किसका भक्त है? हाँ, यहाँ पे शिवजी बोल रहे मैं राम नाम जपते रहता हूँ. They both admire each other. Yes, that is one. And what else? What are your thoughts? Shivji is also Ram Nam ka jap chal raha hai. And then Prabhu Shri Ram, when he comes, he is also doing. So Lankesh, Ravan, is a devotee of Shivji. So he is a great devotee of Shivji. Okay. So Prabhu Shri Ram also to show to all of us and also to tell Shivji that I am now going to kill your best devotee. Uska marne wala मैं उसको अभी. So he is also worshipping Shivji. He is kind of telling him, taking permission from him and giving him all the importance. So that people who can't directly come to Krishna or Vishnu, then they should at least go to Shivji. तो मैं प्रभु जब भी आते हैं तभी faith develop करते हैं. So then Prabhu Shri Ram, he develops faith for all of us. He sets a stepping stone. He sets a principle that okay, this is how you must worship. And in the meanwhile, he is also telling Shivji that I am taking your permission. Your best devotee is going to be killed. Okay, so that is how our acharyas explain us. Now, one day when Krishna was, when Shivji was doing his meditation on Prabhu Shri Ram, Ram Ram Rameti, where is Shivji in which Parvat is there? Kailash. He is just doing meditation. And then somewhere he hears this Krishna's flute. So he hears Krishna's flute. Krishna ki basuri itni madhur. Now when Krishna plays the flute, it is generally to call all the gopis and the cows and everything. So at this time Krishna was playing his flute to call the gopis for rasa dance, for the Rasa Leela. And so Shivji, when he heard this tune, then he said, okay, I want to see kahan se tune aa raha hai, kahan se. And then he came down from his which mountain? Kailash mountain. So there is a Kailash in the spiritual world and then there is a Kailash in the material world also. The material world is a spiritual reflection of the spiritual world. The way there is Vrindavan in the spiritual world, there is also a Vrindavan near Delhi, right? So it is a spiritual reflection. So Shivji is meditating and then he comes to the Rasa Leela place, and then I'll show you this place here. Yeah. So he comes to this place, and then he says he wants to enter the Ras Leela. So Yog Maya, which is the potency of the Lord, Yog Maya says, you can't enter. Why I can't enter? I am devotee of Sultan. No, you can't enter. Only ladies can enter here. only ladies. And then he says, but I want to enter. And then he says, okay, then you have to become a lady. And just, how do I become a lady? Then he says, can you go and meet this Vrinda Devi? So Vrinda Devi is the management, is the head of the management things in Vrindavan. So Vrinda Devi comes, Vrindavan. And so Vrinda Devi looks at Shivji and says, क्यों जाओ वापस उधर, इधर क्यों आना चाह रहे हो? बोलते नहीं, I just want to do it, please help me. And then so Vrinda Devi then she asks him to take a dip in the Man Sarovar में, जाके डुबकी लगाओ. Take a dip in Man Sarovar with a mood to serve Krishna in the form of a gopi. Okay. So when Shivji takes a dip, when he comes out of that Man Sarovar, he comes out as a beautiful gopi here. Okay. Very beautiful gopi. And then Vrinda Devi then allows her to get into the rasa dance there, Ras Leela. And then Krishna is also dancing with all the gopis, and he also dances for some time with this somewhere, in the background she is also dancing. Gopesh, Shivji in the form of gopi. And then Krishna says to Lalita, आज मजा नहीं आ रहा इतना, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. There is some problem in today's day. Is there an intruder here? Is there a male personality here? Can you check? So Lalita is going around. She is lifting the gungat of all the gopis one by one. Nahi. And then she comes back to him, Krishna. And then she says, I couldn't find any such intruder, but there is one gopi with 3 eyes. Krishna says, go, usko bulao idhar. Then Krishna looks and says, Shivji, you are not allowed here. You are a grihastha. Grihasthas are not allowed in this rasa dance. So you please go out, but now I will give you a special position. You will be the Dwarpal of this rasa dance, and you will be the Dwarpal of wherever I stay in Vrindavan and things like that. So this Shivji is worshipped as Gopeshwar Mahadev here. Is in the form of a gopi, you see. So when you go to Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan, in the morning when you go, then you will get to do Abhishek, Doodh and everything. But evening, they make a gopi dress. Shringar, हाँ ये श्रृंगार बना देते हैं, तो उसके बाद अभिषेक नहीं होगा फिर. तो ये जो है फोटो, ये गोपी भाव में है. तो गोपी के ऊपर सर में वहाँ पे चांद भी लगा दिया उन्होंने, है ना. So such a beautiful pastime. So Shivji is there. He is a Dwarpal. No one can enter this way. Again, then similarly, Shivji is present at Govardhan as Chakleshwar Mahadev. So you are on Mahashivratri, you are getting to do all these darshan. These are all real photos from there. So you may pray as well. We can't go to Vrindavan today, but you can pray mentally. Manas Puja. You can also offer a Bel Patra to Shivji. And offer milk and everything. Okay. Chakleshwar Mahadev. So Chakleshwar Mahadev is one of the Dikpals and is a protector of Braj. And this temple was established by Vajranab, who is the grandson of Shri Krishna. And Lord Shiva in the form of Chakleshwar Mahadev acts as the protector of Holy Dham. We have 2 more to go and then we will end. One more is Bhuteshwar Mahadev in Mathura. According to the beliefs of people, Bhuteshwar Mahadev shields the city of Mathura from any evil. Bhuteshwar Mahadev Bhagwan ki Jai. And then there is one called Kameshwar Mahadev at Kamyavan. So Kameshwar Mahadev is because Parvati ji has many desires and Shivji then fulfilled all those desires. So then all the wishes were fulfilled, and hence he is also in the Kamyavan area. So this is also known as Kameshwar Mahadev. And then, yes, so this is all about Shivji. Shivji comes in Kali Yuga as... anyway, we'll leave this one, okay? I think we are running short of time now. Shivji also has a sampradaya. This is the last slide. Shivji has his own sampradaya. All sampradayas start from Krishna. So we belong to the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is the first one from Lord Brahma. And then there is a Shri Sampradaya, primarily dominant in the south, with Ramanujacharya as the head there from Lakshmi. And then the Rudra Sampradaya, or Lord Shiva, and currently represented by Vishnu Swami Sampradaya or Vallabha Sampradaya. Okay. And the last one is Chatushkumar. Okay. So Bhagwan Shivji ki jai. Okay, so let us pray all that we get that 0.5% quality of the being a Vaishnava, like the way Shivji is. Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambho. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone. Mahashivratri ki jai.